What's up guys, my name is Dylan, and today I'm going to give you a quick overview of how I edit my photos. A couple of you have been wondering what programs I use and how exactly I edit my photos, so I'm here to show you just that today. I use two programs known as Adobe Photoshop CS6 and Adobe After Effects CS6. Primarily, I will go into Photoshop CS6 first to do the base editing. I'm just going to wait for this to open up, and we already have it open. We're going to go into Control, we're going to hit Command O, and we're going to open up our photo. Now first, it's going to open up in a program called Camera Raw. Now this is a lighting tool which will mess with your shots and your actual camera's lighting. I usually go into Auto, and I play around with the levels. We're going to warm up this photo just a bit. This looks like a warm photo to me. We're going to bring down the exposure to 1.15, and we're going to have a clarity at -3 to give it a soft blur. We're going to go ahead and click Open Image, and we have our image open. I like to primarily focus on the eyes, so therefore we're going to select the eye using our pen tool. Just going to pull and drag in this manner. I want to make sure not to select anything but the eye, because that will just mess up your entire photo. And there we have it. Make selection, a feather radius of 3 pixels. Then go into Image, Adjustments, Curves, and we're going to brighten this up by 141 and 124. We're going to go into our green RGB channel, seeing as these are green eyes. We're going to go into 141 and 131. And click OK. We're going to use our lasso tool to deselect the eye. And we're going to fit screen. And you can obviously see the difference. I don't really need to explain it. I'm just going to go ahead and do that to the other eye. Unfortunately, selecting the eye can be extremely tedious. So therefore, I'm just going to make a quick selection. There we go. Make selection. Feather radius of 3 pixels. Click OK. We go Image, Adjustments, Curves, and do the exact same thing. Under our green RGB channel, and 141 and 141. Click OK. Zoom, fit screen. And now you can see that the eyes are a little bit more in detail. Now we're going to even give them a more intelligent look by going to Background, dragging and creating a duplicate layer of the original photo, and we're going to add a screen light. What screen does is it basically doubles the brightness of everything in the photo. However, we just want to focus on the eyes right now. So we're going to click Alt and create a layer mask over our background copy. We're going to zoom in here, and using white as our primary color, we're just going to brush inside the eye. And that looks fantastic. I'm going to move over. Oops. I'm going to select our brush tool. And I'm just going to brush around in there. And we're going to go to fit screen. And as you can see, they're much more bright. You can notice them more. They pop out of the photo. And it just looks overall better. Now, what I'm going to do next is just a little, it can become very tedious. We're going to use our spot healing tool, clicking J on your keyboard, just to remove some of these, whoops. We're going to just remove some of this blemishes on the face. Just move around. Not really see any. That's good. It's green. I'm feeling that those eyes are a little bit too bright, so we're going to go into here and select our opacity to around 90%. That looks fine. And this basically concludes our Photoshop editing. So we're just going to go into File, Save As, We're going to save it as a PNG format, and we're going to save. If I had to rename it, I've already pre-planned this editing. Save. Just give it a couple seconds to save. There we go. We're going to close out of Photoshop, and we're just going to go into our next program called Adobe After Effects. Adobe After Effects is a video editing software meant for special effects, color corrections, and etc. We're just going to wait for it to open up. It does take a little while. Now what we're going to use to edit the photo in Adobe After Effects is a plugin known as Magic Bullet Looks and Magic Bullet Mojo. What these are just color correction plugins for Adobe After Effects. Close out of that, I'm going to close out of that, and I'm going to click Control I, and we're going to open up the photo that we just did. We're going to create a new composition, and there you have your photo. Now we're just going to jump right in, go to Magic Bullet Mojo, and our effects. As you can see the immediate changes within the photo. So we're just going to mess around with the levels. I like a nice warm vintage photo. That's always good. I'm going to bring down the balance a little bit, and we're going to bleach it, and we're going to drop down the punch. And there you have it. Now, how I render my photos out of Adobe After Effects, I'm just going to add that to render queue. Oh, instead of having a 30-second video, I'm just going to shrink that down, trim comp to work area, and now we're just going to make a two-frame composition. We need to remove this one. Basically, we just make a two-frame composition. So instead of rendering hundreds upon hundreds of photos, we're only rendering two. We're going to save it as a PNG sequence, a high-quality photo sequence. And we're just going to save it in our video folder. That's fine. I'm going to render. It's already done. I'm going to go ahead and exit out of Adobe After Effects, Pictures, Video, and we're going to look at the original. There's our original. Step 1 and Step 3. I hope you found this video informative. And yeah, just give me some feedback. This is my very first commentary video, I suppose. So yeah, just leave a comment below. I know some of you guys really were curious about that, so I decided to clear that up. Thanks.